Hello again YouTube, Enzo back bringing you another video. No reviews this time, this is just a response to a couple of questions I've been getting on my Galvatron mod now. And as you can see, I've done a bit of it. I've done Nucleon, I've painted his legs black and also the chin of Galvatron, so I'm just waiting for the head to arrive, and then I'll go over it with any bits I don't want to be painted black. I'll just go over it with a toothpick to clear, especially with the chin there. The chin's got a bit messy, so a little bit smudgy, doesn't look very well, but again, with a toothpick on a steady hand, I should be able to clean all that up. And I'm going to go ahead next now and do the eyes. The leg came up pretty good and he was begging for paint, so that's Nucleon. Now, as you can see, I managed to do that mod that I was talking about. I managed to sand down the pylons and get the pin in, and it looks pretty good. But that left me with a problem. As you know, this attachment folds under like that, and that would have been sitting like that. Well, obviously there's no room for that and that, so I took this out. And to be perfectly honest with you, even when it's in robot mode, the articulation is so much better because it's not so much hindered. And all you need to do basically to do that, there'll be a screw that you need to pull out. Let me just pull the cannon off here just to show you exactly what I've done. There's a bit of a snug fit as well. Basically you've got two screws, one in there and there'll be one in here. Separate both the screws and very gently get a screwdriver in there or whatever you've got, just to slowly, see that gap forming there now? Slowly separate that. Once you've got enough, then you're able to slide this part out, because this really is just made for the headmaster to sit inside and just fly around, to be honest with you. Not my cup of tea at all, so that's gone. And I think, to be honest with you, I've lost nothing at all. That's what, to me, that is what Galvatron should look like. That is a proper G1 Galvatron right there. This just helps him balance a bit better, because you can just put it down and he balances fine. No trouble at all. And, you know, he hasn't got that flipping cockpit junk hanging underneath, because I was never going to use the jet mode anyway. This is what Galvatron is all about. His G1 space cannon mode. Fantastic. So if you want to do what I've done, just do what I've just told you and just sand down these pylons here, take everything apart. Only a pin to pop out relatively. There's the pin, just a quick push, out it comes. Sand down those two little sand down these two gaps like I did. Refer back to my other video if you wanted a bit more detail. Put this part in, drill two holes, tiny holes, and then put the pin in, job done. And then take that part off the cannon, and I think that, personally for me, that is the dogs. I am well and truly happy with that result. Absolutely fantastic. Love it to pieces. And in case you're wondering, oh, but Enzo, where are we going to store the headmaster? Well, I can tell you what then, I won't use Nucleon now because he's still drying. But if I take out a few of us now, like that, basically all you need to do, flip that down, fold that out, and in there, oops, fold that in there like that. That's it. Does make a bit of a rattly sound, but you can store the headmaster inside there, because inside the chest cavity, I mean, I don't think people know how that is huge. I mean, you know, you've got quite a lot of space in there, so you should have no trouble at all putting your headmaster in there. In fact, that's what I plan to do with the helmet as well that I'm getting from Shapeways. Now, a gentleman has been messaging me in the comments and he's asked me to put a link up. So, yes sir, I will do that as soon as I get the parts from Shapeways, what I've ordered, and I've got a chance to review them and things like that, because I don't know if I'm going to recommend them yet, but chances I probably will. So like I said, once they arrive, I'll tidy them up and paint them and put them on Galvatron here, and then I shall put the link up in my next review. So basically what I'm getting is the gentleman on Shapeways is called Fake Buster 83. Now it's not, I thought Fake Buster, but it's actually Fake Busker. So it's Fake FAKE then BUSKER83, Fake Busker. That is his name on Shapeways. And he's the gentleman who was doing the G1 helmet and the Canon arm adapter. And there's another gentleman as well, I can't remember his name, but I will put links to all three of them in my next video description. And I've also ordered a G1 inspired Canon for Galvatron. I've ordered an orange polished plastic because obviously I don't have any orange paint, so I wanted to look like this. And I've gone back looking over the G1 Canon as well. Basically the rear end will just be like greys and silvers and things like that, so not a lot of paint will be required. So I'm going to review all three items. But saying that, when I actually put the Canon on his forearm, it looked pretty good, even with this piece off. I mean, at least from the shoulder down, it was fine. It looked really, really good. So, and I've got a couple of figures behind me now. So obviously this is Ultra Magnus. So you can see there now, basically, at least when he's in Canon mode, he's just as long as a leader. So that's a pretty good scale. It's just in robot mode they differ a little bit, but he's growing on me. And since I took the cockpit off and I've done that modification, and with the gun as well, it just looks so much better. He does, honest to God, it looks so much better. Because you could, I was thinking of picking up either Tyrant or the other, or I can't remember the other third party Galvatron figure. I was going to pick up one of them, but I'm so glad that I've done this now, because I wasn't too sure if I was going to pick him up or not. But now that I've had him in hand, I've had him for a couple of days, I've done these modifications, he looks stonkingly good in his Canon mode, and the posability has increased in robot mode as well. I've done Nucleon as well, so he's going to be painted, sanded down, made it look nice and tidy, nice tidy finish. And I'm also going to get that helmet, and the Canon is going to look absolutely good. There's another thing you can do with this figure as well. Somebody also, I can't remember the name, I was just searching for Galvatron, just random stuff, and there's actually, if you don't like these shoulder pieces, you can actually change them for a more G1 inspired one. But I'm not kidding, right? I saw one on there for Shapeways, it was £32. £32 for two tiny little shoulder pieces. 32 quid. I'll tell you what, that seller's not going to get much like that unless you're a perfectionist and you've got to have it. But I would not spend £32. I think I only spend about £30 in total for these figures and shipping. I've just had an email last hour or so that oh pardon me, it's a bit late, right? I've just had an email that my pieces are in production, so they're doing that now. So fingers crossed over the next couple of days. I think I'm gonna get it by either the 5th or the 6th of September. So not much longer away, but a week, just over a week to go again. So fingers crossed, and as soon as they come, I'll get them out and we'll put them onto Galvatron, and then I will put a link to absolutely everything. And if anybody is wants a little bit of help or ask me how I've done certain things, not a problem, leave me a comment. I'll try and describe it for you, I'll try and help you as best I can, but I'm not accepting any responsibility. You modify your toy purely on your own thing. I'm not telling you to do it, I'm just saying what I've done to mine. If you want to do it yours, so don't blame me if you break yours. If you want to do it, go right ahead. But I'm accepting no responsibility, you know. So I've done it, and I'm perfectly happy. If you want to copy me, go right ahead. All I'm saying is just be careful, because I was a little bit worried about the Canon. This part did not come off easy. If this part was just smaller and on the end of the Canon, maybe there might have been enough room to fit it under there. But I'll just do, well, you be the judge. I mean, you tell me, does that not look so much better without the canopy on? Doesn't his silhouette look, and in robot mode as well, he's brilliant in robot mode. But I'm going to save that until obviously I get all the bits and pieces. But yeah, so much cleaner, so much tidier. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Very, very cool. So I hope I've answered some of your questions. I hope you've enjoyed what I've done so far. Please stay tuned. As soon as my Shapeways items arrived, I'll get them out, I'll review them, I'll paint them if necessary, and I'll come back and I will do a full video review. So again, thank you very much. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I will see you all shortly. Thank you. Good night.